Greetings from SEMS. A very good evening to everyone present here. I, Shiny, extend a warm welcome to each one of you to today's knowledge session, Self-Awareness. Self-awareness is knowing your thoughts, feelings, and actions clearly. It helps you understand yourself better and grow. About SEMS Welfare Foundation. Welfare Foundation is a registered non-profit organization making a strong social impact through education, skill development, and entrepreneurship. Through her flagship initiative, Didi Shaksham, we've empowered over 6,000 individuals with job training in finance, IT, retail, and more. We're also engaged in transformative projects like upskilling inmates from Haryana jail. About SEMS Welfare Foundation. SEMS Welfare Foundation is a registered nonprofit making a social impact through education, skill development, and entrepreneurship. Through our flagship initiative, Dil Shaksham, we've empowered over 6,000 individuals with job ready training in IT, finance, and retail. We have also engaged transformative projects like upskilling inmates in Haryana jails and helping over 1,500 individuals secure employment through partnership with banks. SEMS continue to inspire change, promote youth development, and champion women leadership. Didi Samaksh. It is a future-forward company based on empowering businesses through technology and data. From IT and software to analytics, research, consultancy, and marketing, it delivers comprehensive business solutions tailored to modern challenges. SEMS Web Solution is a company offering IT services, staffing, training, and digital solutions. Founded in 2015, it helps businesses and individuals grow through customized support in areas like recruitment, person development, software, and digital marketing. About the speaker, we are delighted to welcome Ms. Dharshani. She is a transformative trainer, image consultant, life coach who help individuals and teams boost confidence, communication, and leadership. She is the founder of DS Image Consulting and is known for her impactful practical sessions. Welcome, ma'am. You may start.
Thank you so much and thank you for that introduction. So once again, good morning everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Okay. For whoever is possible, I would request, to kindly switch on your cameras because today's topic which I've chosen for the session is self-awareness. So only if the session goes interactive, you will feel the impact of for today's session. Okay, can I quickly have some, your names and what you do on the chat window or unmute yourself and let me know, please. Without, any further delay, I would request everyone to, just to put your names and what you do, either on the chat window or unmute yourself and let me know. Okay, are you all final year students or which year are you doing your college? Second year. Okay. Okay. Tell me as to what do you understand by self-awareness? Anyone? Before I start off with the topic for the day, what do you understand by self-awareness? Can someone tell me?
Ma'am,
What do you?
like,
Yes, Amisha.
ma'am, self-awareness is like to know about ourselves, like what we like, what we don't like, what we want to become, what we want to
Yes.
pursue. It's something like a knowledge about ourselves.
Great. Thank you, Amisha. Anyone else who would like to share before I take it further? See, why I ask, your understanding is because different individuals have different understanding about something. So only if I understand where you are, then we'll be able to develop it further from there. Why I brought this topic as a first session is because you're all in your second year. Very soon you will be facing your placement or you'll have different roles and responsibilities which you might have to take forward. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? Yes. Thank you. So, with that being said, when I say self awareness, there are certain things where we'll have to understand what are our skills, what are our competency, so that we can choose a right career path or what we want to achieve in our day-to-day life or in down in 1 or 2 years. So if you have a pen and paper with you or a notepad and a pencil or whatever, if you have it in your hand, I just want everyone to quickly, if someone asks you, who am I? How would you answer that particular question? Or what comes to your mind instantly? This question provokes you to think for your values, your interests, even your passion, or it can be as simple as, defining your goal or how do people want to know. See, for example, if I'm taking Amisha, if somebody utters your name, how do you want to be known to the world out there? So this question provokes you to answered that, right? Clear till now? Any questions? Any questions?
No.
Okay.
No.
Great. Thank you. And if you feel at any point of time you have any question, please feel free to ask. This is more of an interactive session. So, being that said, this will be your first segment as to identifying who you are as an individual. Then comes your strength and your weakness. As an individual or as a student, you should know what are you good at, what are your strengths, but how do you identify your strength and weakness? By putting yourself into different situations. Let it be extracurricular activities at college or let it be inter-college competitions, putting yourself into situations which will help you to identify, okay, you are good at this particular task or you're good in doing MCs, basically moderating a program, or you're good in teamwork. The only way to identify who you are as an individual or what you want to do going forward in your career comes with putting yourself into situations, into different activities, so that you know. The idea is not about whether you fail or whether you win. But I urge all of you to try something so that you are aware about yourself as to where you stand and where you want to go. Being in next step is understanding whether are you a very quiet, like an introvert, are you an extrovert, doesn't matter. But the only thing which you need to understand is to understand, okay, certain times we have our own space, our own comfort zone, our own way of doing, that is also there. But sometimes we'll have to push beyond the boundaries so that you will be able to identify, this is what I want to do. Okay, how many of you here are planning to work after your college, say in an MNC, or what is that you want to do? Can I have some answers in the chat, or at least unmute yourself and let me know? Corporate field. Thank you, Shiny. Kumar. Others, only one. What about the others? Okay, this is just a message for everyone. See, here you don't have to feel fear or anything that what will others think or what will I think. That is not the idea here. This is just to make you aware about different things and see if you can to make the right choices more than making a mistake. Or I don't want anyone here to make the mistake which I made. So that's why I am asking you. Okay, corporate field, right? Okay, so this, and again, we have spoken about who am I, then we spoke about strength and weakness. Now, then we spoke about being an introvert or extrovert. Now comes your belief system, your values, and your inner dialogue. How many of you here Google Maps in your phone? How many of you use it here on an everyday basis, or say once in a while you use? How many of you use? I use, okay. What does a Google Map do? What does a Google Map do? Gives direction, right? When does it gives the direction to you? Until you give it a clear instruction or clear this thing, this is where I want to go. Say for example, from Delhi you have to go to Agra. Until you put your destination's name, it will not navigate you, right? It will not navigate you at any point of time until you don't put your destination. Similarly, first we need to understand as an individual, let it be me or let it be anyone in the audience today, we need to understand where we want to go. That is your goal, right? So that is the many problem. That is a major problem which many individuals from different age group face. Many of them don't even have a goal just because they don't know how to pick up one. That also comes with putting yourself into different activities and different zones or different verticals of field of work. Yes, then comes with your understanding your emotions and your triggers. Okay, now why did I bring up emotions and triggers or your emotional awareness? Is because now as a student or as an individual, we have a lot of positive and negative emotions which we go through on a daily basis, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we all go through different emotions, positive, negative. But at the end of the day, where does emotions come from? Where does emotions come from? Or how does it get triggered? Or how does an emotion come to you? It comes through either It can be a situation which has happened in the past, or which is happening currently, or which is gonna happen in the future, right? Say for example, if you get angry or if you get irritated, how do you behave? Either we start to react instead of responding. We start to react in different situations, and later we regret that, oh my god, I could have done this in a better way, or I could have responded to the same thing in a better way, and later you regret, right? So understanding your emotions, understanding how you behave. Do you walk restlessly here and there, or do you verbally start screaming, or do you throw things? What is your behavior pattern? Understanding that is a necessity, because emotions is not something you can touch and feel. It is a very intangible segment to handle, and we have habituated ourselves for so many years in a particular way, and changing something is going to take time. If at any point of view anyone feels that, okay, I need to change something, change it today. Don't wait for tomorrow, that tomorrow is never gonna come. And how do you cope with stress, anxiety, or you're overwhelmed? This is another thing where we need to start addressing this. How do you cope up? What is your coping mechanism? Or what can you do to change something from there? Because many a times we start taking emotional decisions. We start taking a lot of emotional decisions, and we regret it later. This is what happens with many of us, because the world outside is not chaotic. Your inner world, your inner mind is which is chaotic, because the energy what you give out, you get it back. See, these are not fancy statements. I am talking from my own experiences here, because this is one segment where your self transformation or transforming yourself starts. Or I would say, as simple as that, this is the basis of for your entering for your career or entering for a job. Let it be in corporate, let it be startup, let it be entrepreneurship, let it be anything. But this is the starting phase of that. Because until we are not clear in our head, we cannot expect that from outside. So we are just gonna untangle or see where is that we are getting blocked. Yes, sometimes you don't have to give an instant response. Sometimes it's just that you need to understand this is how it looks like. Okay, tell me, what is your college timings? If anyone can let me know. 11 to 6, right? Right now, what's happening? It says you go to college, okay, 11 to 6, 9 to 5, or it'll be 9 to say 10 to 6 or some different timings. Now you go to college, you finish your studies, you come back, that is your regular routine, right? This is your regular routine. Now, if you take up a corporate segment, when it comes to your career, when you take a corporate segment, you will have different time zones. You have 9 to 5, or it is 8 to 1. You have your regular shift, you have your night shift, you have your rotational shift. But rotational shift, it differs. Either it's like 11 to 8 or 10 to 7. It can be in different ways, but it depends on your job. It depends on your job role. It depends on what your job description is. Yes. So this is how a career, or it will be more pressure than what you're doing right. Again, the next segment is understanding what is in your control and what is not in your control. When I say what is not in your control, don't get affected by everything and anything whatever other people come and tell you. If it is a feedback, take it. If you feel it is a valid point what they have told you, take it. Yes. Okay.
Yes,
Now I'm just gonna teach you a couple of techniques which you can do with me right now. This will help you in your handling your emotions, handling your time management. In different segments, this activity can help. Okay. Now, if you have a paper and a pen, note this down. Say, for example, you have four boxes okay, yes, you have four boxes. The first box is like you are doing everything on an urgent, important, as if in the last edge of the moment you are going and doing, or you do it immediately. That is your first box. Your second box is more of where it leans towards your planning, scheduling of your task or your daily routine, all that. And your third box is your delegation box. When I say delegation, is nothing but what all activities can you get help from someone else or give it to someone else for them to do it. And fourth box is your time waste. Clear?
Excuse me, ma'am. Darshini, ma'am. Your
Yeah.
screen isn't visible, ma'am.
No. I've not started sharing. It is just that I'm giving them couple of things to do.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
See, the thing is, it's just, see, it is not just about looking at the PPT or, just sharing the PPT and taking the session, but I wanted the session to be more of interactive, addressing what is students' challenges.
True. Yes, thank
That
you.
is nothing else. See, because I believe as a trainer or as a facilitator in any session or in any organization, it is not what I give in what is in my hand. Rather, it is addressing the audience ka challenges so that they are able to perform better in their life, in their career or work, or even in their studies. Yeah. So with that being said, this is the reason why I chose self-awareness as a topic for today is because these are the basic, segments which you will have to take note of. See, many of us don't realize that not all thoughts are our reality, or not all thoughts needs to be believed in your capacity. Yeah. So what I want everyone to do is, if you have questions, what I'll do, I'll just share a picture on your chat window, or even I'll share it in the group as well. Just give me this is just for your reference. I'm sharing this. If you have any questions, you can ask me right now or even later. Can everyone see that picture what I've shared it in the chat window? Yes? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. Thank you, Sami. So this is what this is what I explained it to you, right? Majorly, you should be spending your time in in your second box. See, life will not go always in the way we have planned, but we need to do some basic planning so that you are free from your stress or whatever you're facing at the moment. Because mainly your stress and anxiety comes from not being prepared for something. Just spend 5 to 10 minutes either in the morning or the time before you go to sleep. See, we have our WhatsApp group. Anytime, if you have any questions or any challenges, put it in the group. We can address it. But there's nothing as to I can't do this, or he can't do that, or she can't do that. That's not the idea. It might be just your limiting belief, because many a time we are blocking ourselves from doing a lot of. See, don't think of the result, don't think of the outcome, and do something, but do it at your best level. Is the activity clear to all of you, or do you want me to re-explain? Because post the session, I am going to have a 21 days challenge with all of you, where I'll also be doing along with you, where we will be handling one or two tasks on a daily front, or one task daily front. Is this task clear to everyone?
Yes.
Thanks. Yes, thank you. So this is one thing which I want everyone to try at least doing for a week, and let me know what changed. Or if you can't do it right now, well and good. Just quickly, 5 minutes, just quickly, you'll be knowing your daily routine or daily task which you do as a student, or whatever it is you can do. But quickly, if you can, arrange the task or put the task in, required, boxes, so that, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do right now. Okay, I've been talking for a very long time. Now, you from the audience, I want couple of volunteers to, come up with what is the challenges you are facing. Let it be from your, deciding your career or deciding what you want to do. If you have any questions, the floor is open for questions. The floor is open for questions. Before I go and give you the last two tasks or last two things which you can do it on a daily basis, so that it gets better for you. Any questions? See, the silence has two meanings. One, either you have understood everything or you're confused about everything. What is it? So with that being okay, understood. Thank you. Thank you for that response. So this is, so if you can handle these until you're able to handle yourself at your home at this given point of time, or if you feel you're not unable to handle something, learn it to write. Because the moment you get into a job, it is very difficult because the pressure is high. Sometimes you'll have to do things which you are uncomfortable with. Sometimes you'll have to do it if you like it, or if you don't like it, you'll have to get the job. Because I believe everyone will have a thought, okay, I want to get into a high paying career, right? Or high paying job, or where you have a good package which you get it in your, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. This is what happens. So, with that being said, see, nothing comes to your hand just out of the blue, or nobody's gonna come and give you that plate full of things to you, stating that, come, Amisha, I will give you everything. Nobody's gonna come and do that for you. Let me tell you this blunt truth. Nobody's gonna come and tell you that until you put your effort, you put your see. It's not that everything changes overnight. It is your small habits which is gonna change things for you overnight. It is the small habits which is gonna change you for overnight. Because in today's competitive world, in today's digital age where everything is available at your fingertip, you need to be updated. Until if you're not updated with things, even if someone asks you, or even if you're having a conversation in a general space, in a general business conference, or in your family function or something, or if you have a get together at home, if somebody is having a conversation about something, you should not be like, okay, I'm not aware about this, how will I go ask that party, or how will I ask someone what conversation is going on? So you shouldn't feel lost as to what is happening in and around you. But it is moreover, even if you don't know anything, be there, listen to that conversation, because upgrading, updating, this is a vicious cycle. You learn, you relearn, you unlearn. Basically, what happens? You learn something. If you don't understand, it is being taught to you again. If it is not working for you, or if you've not, okay, this is not helping, so you change it, or you learn a new strategy so that you can, yeah, so that you can, do it in a better way. That is where your skills and competency come. Yes, that is where your skills and competency is going to matter for you. Yeah. So this is what it is. Any questions? Yeah, I've touched upon more the topics more than what I prepared for. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask, because it's already 12:12. And now the floor is open for questions. Or if you want me to, okay, touch upon in some other topic, let me know. Do you need anything that you want to know about this topic, or do you want me to throw up a light on something? You let me know. No questions? No questions? Anyone? This is what we do many a times. We start putting people into boxes. Right? Many a times we do this knowingly, unknowingly, indifferently. Okay, coming back to the question. What is self-awareness? Say, for example, who asked me this question? Okay, Sharana. Okay. So
Asking for
what
this.
okay, what
Okay.
self-awareness is nothing but what are you planning to get into corporate field? What you want to do after college? Can you let me know? Say for example, you want to get into corporate field of work. What are the kind? There will be certain things where you will have to know as an individual, right? Say for example, you need computer skills. Only if you have that skill, you will be able to go work somewhere, right? Or get a basic job. Yes. Okay. Am I good in public speaking? Am I good in presentation skills? What do I know about myself? Only if I know what I'm good or what I'm not good. Only if you're aware about that with yourself, you'll be able to apply for appropriate work wherever you go, isn't it? As I asked the first question, who am I? You should have certain skills, certain skills, certain competency to get into a job. Okay, if I'm not good in communication skills, what should I do further to improve my communication skill? Practice. Exactly. First, you should identify if you have to get into a corporate job, what are the skills I'll have to improve? What are the skills I'll have to develop? What are the skills I'll have to unlearn? That is, remove from my habit and start something new. You need to have flexibility. You need to have adaptability. Okay, today there are a lot of corporates in the market and there are a lot of competitors to that one particular. If you take up IT, today we have Cognizant, we have Infosys, we have TCS, we have Wipro, we have Accenture, what not. But what makes to stand out each as its own organization? Is it their service? What makes them stand out? Until you know what makes you stand out as an individual, you cannot expect organization to know that. Say for example, before you go out to have a dinner or before you plan to buy a food from outside, don't you do a lot of research? Does this place have a good rating? Does this food have a good review? Or does it food taste good? You talk to four, five friends or relatives of yours, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is what happens.
Yes.
And if you do such a research work just for a simple thing like going and watching a movie or buying a food from outside, imagine to what extent a organization where you are applying for a job will do a research about you. For this is where your awareness begins. I'll tell you, I was a person. I started in the age of 7 or 8. Usually, a child starts to talk at 3 years, 2.5 to 3 years. I started talking the first time when I spoke. I was in my 8 years when I was 8 years old. I was put into speech therapy, but somehow as a child, I have never played with any other toys other than microphones. The mic which you used to do programs, that was the only toy which I used to play with. But today, I've turned my weakness into as one of my greatest strengths. So my journey, I would say I am the best example for all of you sitting here. But whatever opportunities you get in your hand, take it up, do it. Give it your try. When failures happens, when you don't try something, that's when failure happens. But until you try something, until you know, okay, this is what it was, that's it. But give it your try. That is what I would urge all of you to do. Try. An ocean doesn't become ocean overnight. Every small drop of water becomes an ocean overnight, or in a couple of days. Yeah. So what? This is one thing I will not leave you all with this. No one is your competitor. It is always you versus you. The person whom you look at the mirror, he or she is your competitor. Are you better one person than yesterday? That itself is good enough. Start celebrating your small achievements which you made. Respect yourself, validate yourself. Don't seek that from outside. Do that for everything for yourself. Look, every day once you get up out of your bed, every day morning, go stand in front of that mirror, looking at your own eyes and tell just I I love myself. Every word you utter to yourself and to others makes whole lot of difference, especially the words you utter yourself. Are you telling yourself, I'm not able to do anything, and I can't do this, I can't do that, or are you telling yourself, I will do it and I can do it? That's a difference. So with that being said, thank you everyone. And thank you, whole team who has been organizing and organized this session for the students out here. And thank you, SEMS Foundation, for giving me this opportunity to come and take a session. Thank you.
On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to extend thanks to Ms. Dharshani ma'am for delivering such a thoughtful and engaging session.